Welcome back to Voice of the Founding Fathers, and I'm your host, Dr. D. Lee Pippin. Today, I'm actually going to give a philosophy lesson. And don't turn off just because you heard the word philosophy. I want to bring up some points because of some of the comments that have been left, some of the things that I've heard. You need to take into consideration that everything is judged and controlled by philosophy. And the biggest thing that we have to take into account is every society has to have three key components in order to exist. These are universal components. They're not up even for debate or argument because without them, there is not a society. And you have to decide, is America going on its great decline because we've forgotten those points in what we're doing today? So the first point that has to be in any society for it to exist is there must be a proponent for the telling of the truth. Because if you cannot believe what is being told to you, then you will not trust people. And if you do not trust them, then you will not cohabitate with them. You will not reproduce with them. You will not socialize with them. And over time, your society will die. It's inevitable. So you have to have a proponent for the telling of the truth. And if you look at some of what's happened after the last election and some of the things that have gone back and forth from both parties and the pundits from both parties, you know, everybody seems to have forgotten that there must be a proponent for the telling of the truth. So stop the lies. The second thing that has to be in order for a society to exist is there must be a proponent against murder. Again, if you fear for your life constantly from everyone around you, then you're not going to cohabitate. You're not going to reproduce. You're not going to continue. It's only logical. There must be a proponent against murder. And again, take a look at just this past Memorial Weekend. 11 mass murders in one weekend in the United States. This is almost beyond belief that this could happen, but it's happening now all the time. And do not ever become desensitized to the tragedy of death and murder. Because once you become desensitized, then it doesn't bother you and you don't care. And again, we end as a society. And the last component that's required for any society to exist, the third and final universal rule, is a proponent for the care and protection of children. If you don't care and protect the generation coming up, there is no future generation. And again, I'll point to our recent events and the school massacres that have happened and the number of kids that think games of death and destruction are real and fun, and that death is really just a game. That is on us. That our younger generation thinks blood, murder, mayhem, drugs, self-hatred, other culture hatred is acceptable, and that life is meaningless. That is a problem. And if we don't fix very quickly those three key universal components in our country today that are not happening, you can say goodbye to America, because America will cease to exist. And it's only a matter of time. And there's many people that will say it's already on its decline and may be too late. Again, thank you for listening. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button and make sure you hit that like button, and we'll see you again real soon. Thank you.